So yeah, this is currently what is happening on the market. Okay, we do have our lowest point, which is here, which is really um really respected, as you all can see. We got too many rejection here. Price goes here and end up going up. Now what price did is it break this swing low, swing high, I mean. So now we are currently in an indication phase. That's what we need to know. We only need to identify the indication, and this is where the level where sellers are sitting at. Okay, that's all I need. That's how it is. So now I'm just going to wait for the indication to end, and then wait for the correction to happen, and then if it confirms that the indication that it made is positive or it wants to go that way, then I can take my trade in the continuation phase. That's it. I'm out of this. So simple it is. I only need to gather indication, correction, or the confirmation phase, and then the continuation is my entry point. Currently we are under a correction phase from the buyer's perspective, and from this what we want is to, or what we need to gather is to watch our lower high and wait for it to break in order for the structure to change or change of character. So right now I've already seen it break, so that's why I put my alert here too early, and then it says get ready to buy because I already see the break of lower high. But yeah, it's currently in a downtrend because from the seller's perspective they just broke this swing high, which is made an indication in the 1 hour. So you all can see this whole thing is an indication for the seller's perspective. Now it corrects. That's why we don't buy the first time around, and if we get some confirmation or another type of change of character in this one, then we may be able to take buys. So yeah, still need to stay objective about this, but under this level we can take sales from here to here because we do have an indication for that one on a much more higher time frame, and before we can do that we need the 4 hour to correlate with it. But now the 4 hours says the opposite. It just break its swing high, which is here, big swing high, and then just get out of that. So we'll see what structure will be more to be formed, but what is happening right now is we just break a swing high, so we need to gather the indication, which is already there. This is the indication, and now we are in a correction phase, so we need to pay attention to our lower highs in this case because we are thinking of buys, because we do have indication for the buys on the 4 hour time frame, but we we still need to pay attention to that daily new low. So yeah, let me put this one, sell under here. So that's all. So as y'all can see, I take my trades, I take my buy trades by order yesterday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and it it turns out to be a expenses for me or a lose, man. But yeah, and this my reason or the psychology behind that trade. Um, remember that I'll take this as an indication pace, right? And now price is just correcting at this point, and so I've watched um or I monitor the lower high. I've monitored the lower highs until it on the 1 hour time frame. I've uh, I've monitored it, and then whenever I see it break like this one, break of this lower high, creating a new high on the market. So whenever I've seen price cross again that line, that above that line, I take my buy position, and yeah, and then my stop loss is under this level, and I take that because I've already see it break, and we are in a correction phase, and I'll take my chances, and it turns out to be an expenses for me, which is still okay. I'm fine with it. And now this is what is happening on the market right now. And take note that on the much more higher time frame, we just made a new low, which is here. This is the new low. This area is the new low on the daily, probably. So under this level, as you can see, under here, sell under sell under here. That's what it says on my what you call this analysis. So I can pretty much say I can sell under this level to this low whenever I've seen price correlate with it. Whenever I see the 4 hour correlate with it by making a usual downtrend structure, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Yeah, I can take that sells whenever it created that. But for now, what is happening right now is we just break this swing high and created a new indication in the market, which pretty much respected this swing also. When we can take that into consideration also, we gotta stay objective with it. But now we need to monitor it, and let's see what structured goal would build. So whenever I see another kind of my edge, then I will take it, man. I will take it. Okay, under here we can sell. Okay, under this line from here to here, but above here we can buy. So right now what we need to do is to be patient for the structure to be formed. Okay, we let we let price do its thing and let the price communicate to us openly. So yeah, let's just be open to what the price is going to do. So this is the update for the gold. um so remember that my last record, we are still at this point. Yeah, if I remember that correctly. So what price did is it respected this zone of buyers. So the reason why I did not sell on this one is because if we open this one, from the moment it made a lower high, it's not on a session. That's why I did not take sales on that one, even though we are being provided with a lower high. And what price did is the opposite, which is breaking off lower high, which is another confirmation for our buyer's perspective that above this zone we can there is a higher probability that price would go up to here. So I'll take note of that. So I scale down to 1 hour, knowing that we just break this lower high, and now price made another indication in the 1 hour, which is the confirmation for the 4 hour time frame that it wants to be bullish. So I'll keep patience for this one. I'll keep waiting for it to go back to this previous breakout that it made on the 4 hour time frame. And alright, let me go back, which is here. Yeah, I, I'll, I'll, I'll wait patiently for price to come back to that level. So on that day, it just made the push, or the another indication, or the confirmation, which is the breaking of structure, for the breaking of structure of a downtrend. So it is a confirmation for the uptrend bias. So what I did is I put my position around here, and I patiently wait for price to go back to this point or to this level. And what it did is it tapped in, as you can see, the wick. Yeah, it tapped in that wick, and my stop loss is normally under swing low or swing high. So yeah, it did tap in, and so I get in the trade, and now we are getting back bullish again with a confirmation of breaking that one. And today is Sunday, and I've entered on the last day of the week, which is Friday. And now I'm currently floating around $33 or something, or 35, I don't know. But my target is overall this low, this highest point, which is here. My target is this highest point, which is here first, and then I'm overall targeting this highest point. This is what I want, because on the daily, that is the highest point that it can get after we get past through this level. But this level is just an indication, even on the daily, after breaking this swing lower high. So right now it's Sunday, tomorrow will be a next opportunity for us. So yeah, let's keep being objective and being carefree and being open to what the market is telling us, man. That's all for today, for this week. Yeah. So what's up? So this is the continuation of my entries on the trade last Friday. That is like July July 10. Yeah, July 10. And now I'm doing this because I do have these new trade log principles, which is here as y'all can see. And now let's do the pre-trade. First is the setup description. Okay, I'm going to analyze these setup descriptions that we take. So first let me clear up my charts because it's a little messy. And okay, let me clear up these charts. So our setup description is this. We do have the support and resistance. So okay, that's cool. And we do have our lowest point, which is here, which is a support. This is swing low, double swing low. So that means that there's strong level of buyers here, and we do have a swing high here that got broken, which lead us to our indication, which is also so after that one. So this and then so we do have a variables that indicating that price wants to go up, so scale down to much more lower time frame and wait for price to be back bullish again after that indication. So I've seen price getting back bullish again at this point. I first thought that it was going to be bullish again, but yeah, I'm just taking my chances. But I've learned my lesson, man. I've learned my lesson because that doesn't confirm the trend or the confirmation unless it made a higher low. But in this case, it is not a higher low, it's even a lower low. It is for downtrend. So yeah, I take my lessons there. And now this is a real confirmation for that um indication. Now this is the end of the correction. So this whole downtrend that happened is just a correction. Possible, maybe, I don't know. I can only say that until it's done, until um it made it point or it made it move. But for now, I don't know. So yeah, after it get back bullish again, I take my chances on this. I put my entry at this point because this is where another break come from, and then made a new indication. So waited for price to be back bullish again. So yeah, and I put my entry here because I'm looking for a retest or some correction under this level, and what it did is just tap in, and I'm grateful to be in by doing that. Then stop loss under this low, and now I'm on the trade. and I'm holding it. So yeah, that's the setup description. Okay, and now let's do the estimated probability. Okay, the probability here is that if you look at the daily time frame, we are already above that level where price can go up. Remember, above this level, price can go up from here to here. So there is a higher chance of probability here. I don't know how much, I can't tell, but we'll see until it's done. So after, if price, okay, this is just some assumption, okay? If price surpass above this level, this is the next level of sellers, which is where buyers wants to go. So if price go past above this level, there is a probability, I'm not saying that it is certain, but there is a probability that price can go above here to here. Okay, it is just a probability, or I mean possibilities, but it is not certain. So I don't really know what could happen here. Anything can happen here, and the amount of money that I am willing to put here in order to know whether this trade will turn out to be a winner or an expenses is around $33. So for now, I fixed that one as $33, but I'm trying to get my way up into $50, which is what's my supposedly risking, because that's 5% of my capital. So yeah, that's my risk amount. And then the emotions while I'm taking this trade, honestly, I am patient. At this point, I am patient and ready, because I don't FOMO, especially when price are soaring or going up. At this point, I don't FOMO this one, especially this one, because this is a session, and I don't FOMO this one because this I look at it as a break of this, and I know I'm why would I say I know, and there is a possibility that price would retest this, so I get patient on that one, and I don't consider this as a lower high. And I also acknowledge these sellers on this point or on this level. That's why I don't take buys eventually on Thursday, and I waited it on Friday, so I keep my fixed position here, and then Friday it tap in, and then I'm in, and yeah, that's the story behind it. But yeah, I'm just grateful, but yeah, I don't know what will happen next year, and I don't need to know. So that's good. That's everything, man. It's everything that I need. Put my entry, I mean grab, or I mean, what do you call this one, identify my variables, execute my edge, um, fix my stop loss, or put my stop loss, or how much I am willing to risk in order to know if that trade will turn out to be a winner or an expenses, and then just get out of the market. Now I don't care about the outcome, because I do believe that it is random at the first place. um, the distribution of outcome in a series of trade is random, so I don't really care about that one. And right now, this is my second trade of this month, and this just the second trade. So yeah, we still have more to go, but more quality trades. So we'll see what could possibly happen. Right now, we are in a, I would say, a higher possibilities, but that doesn't mean that I should boost my confidence over the threshold of being euphoric. So let's stay calm and composed every time, and just let the market tell, and stay objective about it, and be open to what the market is trying to communicate to us. And yeah, that's all, man.